Marston's Domain.
Hey everyone, Marston here, and today I want to talk about Mario Bros. 35 because I made my last video on that I think that they may possibly not remove the game entirely, and in that video I talked about how there's a good amount of things that they could do to add to the game that would give even more incentive to purchase it if they did make it a paid version. So in this video I want to talk about the things that they could potentially add to this that would make it even better. So I think the obvious one that has been on a lot of people's minds, most likely, is adding more Mario games to this. So you could have Mario Bros. 2, the Japanese version and the US version, you could have Mario Bros. 3, and you could go even all the way to the new Super Mario Bros. Games. The only problem I could see with doing that, which I don't think this would deter them from doing it altogether, but it may deter them from doing a bunch of them, would be that it would be a lot harder, I think, to have a player base for every single game mode, because the game would then be divided into a good amount. So I think that they would limit it. It'd probably just be Mario Bros. 1, Mario Bros. 3, and the new Super Mario Bros. Games, whether they did Wii or Wii U or whichever one they chose. Because I think if they did too many, again, it would divide it too much, and there may be one that doesn't have that big of a player base. But if the game is popular enough, then it wouldn't really matter. But I still think they would go with fewer than a bunch of them. But either way, I think it would work out great. I think Mario World might have levels that are a little bit too big to do this with, but who knows? It could work with that too, so maybe they would do that one as well. But regardless of just adding more game types, they could also... Something that I think one of my members had mentioned during one of my live streams was that they asked if I thought that they would add a friend option. And that got me thinking about how, for one, being able to join with a friend would just be a really cool idea in general. But what if they made a private lobby type of thing? Which, by the way, knowing Nintendo, they wouldn't go this far. But this would be super cool. If they made a private room version where you could just play with a few of your friends and try to see who could stay alive the longest. I think that would be a ton of fun, and you could actually customize the room by selecting whatever levels you guys want to play, maybe amplifying the amount of enemies or something. There could be features to it as well that could make it even more chaotic, and I think it would be a lot of fun. Now, as much as I think a standard invite option would be great, I don't know how well it would work in terms of attempting to rig the end of the game. I don't think it would necessarily be terrible, but I wouldn't be surprised if there were 3 people left and 2 of them were friends. If there was a way to kind of team up and go against that other person by maybe just slowing down on the enemies you're killing or something and making them run out of time, I don't really know. So assuming that that wouldn't be an issue, then yeah, a standard invite option would be nice. I also think that they could go the route of making the coins something to be able to be used as currency. Because right now I have a bunch of coins, and I'm still not level 99, but I'm going to assume that all I can still do with them is just purchase the beginning upgrades if I want to, which I don't even do that, so I use no coins. It would be really, really cool if all the coins you collected could unlock alternate costumes for your character. And they honestly could even do this with the enemies as well. It would be really, really cool if you could purchase different types of alternate costumes for the enemies, and then those enemies that you kill go to the other person's screen. So that way on your screen, you're not just seeing a million Goombas, you could see a million of different types of things. And it would be really, really cool too at the end of the game, because if you watch the other person's screen and you see them lose, you could know if it was from you or not. I mean, yeah, it's going to say the KO thing, but still, it would just be cool to see your enemy with an alternate costume giving you a KO or whatever it is, or maybe even giving you the win. It would just be cool to see. So I honestly think there's a lot more they could do with the coins than what they have right now. Because like I said, as far as I know, it's just the upgrades in the beginning. So those are pretty much all the things that I have in mind for if they do a paid version. I think that a paid version would work out very well for this game, so I hope they go that route if it means not getting rid of it entirely. Because I think a lot of us would not mind paying for this, especially if they added all the things that I just mentioned. Even if it wasn't all of them, just some of them. I think we'd all agree that we'd be down to just purchase the game, so... Hopefully they don't just leave it at this and get rid of it. Hopefully they do a paid version. But we won't know until the time comes when they get rid of the game, so hopefully we'll hear more about it when that time comes. But that's all I really have to say about this. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about all this. If you enjoyed this and want to support more content, feel free to subscribe. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Take care, everyone.